Hello again. Today we are going to study together Unit 2 in Wonderful World 4, Lesson 3. Today we are going to continue our talk about houses, furniture, and household appliances. Before we start reading, let's discuss together types of houses and which type is your dream house. There are houseboats, flats in apartment buildings, cottages in the woods, or tree houses in the garden, and big mansions and compounds, for example. Personally, my dream house is a houseboat, a river boat, where I can live in peace, enjoying the serenity of the sea. Now we are going to read together the accounts of 4 different people describing their houses. After reading each description, write their names under each of these pictures. Can you see them? These pictures. Jack, age 10. We live in a houseboat. It is small, but it's got 2 bedrooms, a kitchen with a table, and a bathroom. It's even got a washing machine and a microwave. It's really cool. So where does Jack live? He lives in a houseboat. Is it big? No, it's small. But although it is small, it's got 2 bedrooms, a kitchen with a table, and a bathroom. Does Jack have any appliances, any machines, household appliances in this houseboat? Yes, he's got a washing machine and a microwave. According to Jack, it's really cool. It's really amazing. Tom, age 12. We lived in a cottage next to a river for many years. We had a beautiful sitting room with a great view of a large garden. But the house was very big, so last year we moved into a small modern house. Now we live near my grandparents and we often go to their house. Where did Tom used to live? He used to live in a cottage next to a river for many years. Did he move? Yes, he moved with his family into a small modern house. Why? Because the house was very big. Okay, Ingrid 11, aged 11. My family and I live in a huge old house in the center of town. It's got 7 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and 2 sitting rooms. I'm an only child, so we don't use all the rooms. As a result of Ingrid being an only child, her family doesn't use all the rooms. This is why we use the Lincoln word so here. So here is followed by the result and preceded by the reason, the cause, which here is being an only child. Some rooms haven't got any furniture at all, and there is not a very nice view from my bedroom. I don't like my home very much. Does Ingrid like her home? No. Why? Because some rooms haven't got any furniture at all, and there isn't a very nice view from her bedroom. Kelly, aged 14. We bought our flat 3 years ago. Where does Kelly live? She lives in a flat. When did they buy this flat? 3 years ago. We haven't got a garden, but we've got a big balcony and a beautiful dining room with a view of a park. Here we used, or Kelly used, the Lincoln word but to talk about 2 different things. Surprisingly, this flat has got a big balcony and a beautiful dining room, although it doesn't have a garden. I really like our home. Does Kelly like her house? Yes, she does. So, names from the top down. Here, Ingrid, can you see this old house? The huge old house, Ingrid. And then we have Tom. He lives in a cottage. And then we have Kelly. Can you see it? Where is the arrow? Kelly. She lives in a flat. And then we have Jack, who lives in a houseboat. Choose J for Jack, T for Tom, I for Ingrid, or K for Kelly. Who can see a park from his or her home? K, Kelly, she said. We've got a big balcony with a view of a park. A view of a park. She can see a park from her home. 2. Who mentions appliances in his or her home? J, Jack, he said that he had a washing machine and a microwave, and these are appliances. 3. Who lives in a very big house? Ingrid, she said that she lives in a huge old house. 4. Who talks about a home he or she doesn't live in now? T, Tom, he said we lived in a cottage for many years. Last year we moved into a modern house. 5. Who moved into his or her house 3 years ago? K, Kelly, she said we bought our flat 3 years ago. Now let's learn some new vocabulary we came across as we were reading. Cottage, cottage, cottage. Cottage is a noun which means a small house in the country. Cottage. Furniture, furniture, furniture. Furniture is a noun which means large objects such as chairs, tables, beds and cupboards. Center, furniture, center, center. Center is a noun which means the middle of a space. Center. View, view, view. View is a noun which means what you are able to see. For example, you have a nice view from your balcony. Or all the rooms are with sea view. View. Towns, towns, towns. A town is a noun which means a large area with houses, shops, offices, where people live and work. For example, we can say that a town is smaller than a city and larger than a village. Town. Village, village, village. A village is a noun which is smaller than a town in the countryside. A village is smaller than a town in the countryside. Village. Houseboat, houseboat, houseboat. Houseboat is a noun which means a river boat that you can live in. Houseboat. Flat, flat, flat. Flat is a noun which means a place for people to live that consists of a set of rooms that are part of a larger building. Flat. Cool, cool, cool. Cool is an adjective which means nice or great. For example, you look cool and casual. For example, a cool car, cool music. Cool. Great, great, great. Great is an adjective which means big or large in size, amount, or degree. For example, he has a great taste in music. Or, I ate a great amount of candy. Another example, the famous actor lives in a great house. Great. Now let's practice. Say it like this. Where do you live? I live in a town. I live in a village. I live in the city center. I live in a flat. I live in a house. I live in a houseboat. I moved into my house 6 months ago. I moved into my house 2 years ago. My house is big. My house is small. My house is old. My house is modern. Complete the dialogue with some of these phrases, then change the words in red to make the dialogue true for you. Practice saying it with your partner. 1. Where do you live, Harry? 2. I live in a cottage in a village. When did you move in? 3. I moved into the cottage 2 years ago. Is your home old? No, my home is modern. Linking words. We came across some very interesting linking words as we were reading. The first linking word is so. When do I use the linking word so? We use so to join sentences when the second sentence is the reason of the first. For example, I was hungry, so I ate an apple. Why did I eat an apple? Because I was hungry. So the reason here came before the linking word so. The reason is being hungry. And the result comes after the linking word so. The result is that I ate an apple. Another example. I missed the bus, so I took a taxi. Why did I take a taxi? Because I missed the bus. The reason here is missing the bus. It came before the linking word so. And after so we have the result, which is taking a taxi. Another example. He lost the key, so he couldn't get into his room. Why couldn't he get into his room? Because he lost the key. So the reason here is losing the key. It came before the linking word so, and the result is not being able to get into his room. Another linking word is and. When do I use the linking word and? We use and to join two words, sentences, phrases, referring to things that are similar or related in a certain way. For example, Tim usually practices the piano and plays football at weekend. Here I joined two sentences. What are they? Practicing the piano and playing football. Are they related in a certain way? Yeah, they are activities practiced by Tim. Another example, I went to school and met my friends. Here, why did I use the linking word and to join two phrases? What are they? Going to school and meeting friends. Are they similar or related in a certain way? Yes, they are similar. Another example, she visited Paris and England last year. Why did I use the linking word and here to join two words? What are they? Paris and England. Are they of the same part of speech? Yes, Paris is a noun and England is a noun. Are they related in a certain way? Yes, they are names of places that this girl visited. Another example, Adam is 12 and his sister is 10. Why did I use the linking word and here to join two phrases? What are they? Adam is 12 and his sister is 10. Are they similar or related in a certain way? Yes, they are. Another linking word is but. When do I use the linking word but? We use but to join statements or phrases when the second one is different. This is the opposite of and. And the two statements or phrases are similar. But the two phrases are different. Or the second one seems to be surprising after the first one. For example, the test was difficult, but he passed. Surprisingly enough, he passed despite the fact that the test was difficult. Is it different? The second statement here? Yes, it's difficult and surprising. It's surprising that he passed, although the test was difficult. Another example. She's 40 years old, but she looks much younger than her real age. Is it contradictory? Is it different? Is it surprising? Yes, she's 40 years old. She should look like an old lady. She should like a 40-year-old woman. But surprisingly enough, she looks much younger than her real age. Another example. Jack was sick, but he went to school. Here, surprisingly enough, Jack went to school, although he was sick. Someone who is sick should stay in bed, shouldn't go to school. But, surprisingly enough, he went to school. I love sweets, but my sister prefers savory. Here, the two statements are contradictory. Yes, you would expect your sister to like the same things that you do, but surprisingly, it's not. I prefer things and my sister, on the other hand, my sister prefers other things. Another linking word, because. When do I use the linking word because? We use because to show the reason or the cause of a certain thing. For example, I went to bed early because I was tired. Why did I go to bed early? Because I was tired. So the reason or the cause of going to bed comes after the linking word because. He passed the exam because he studied well. Why did he pass the exam? Because he studied well. She wears a jacket because it's very cold outside. Why does she wear a jacket? Because it's very cold outside. It's very cold outside is the reason. It is the cause. Mom is angry because I broke the window with my bowl. Why is mom angry? Because I broke the window with my bowl. Breaking the window with my bowl is the reason for my mom's anger. Okay, now read about these linking words. We use and to add something else to a sentence. For example, this flat is old and small. We use but to show that something is different to another thing. For example, the sitting room is small but beautiful. We use because before the reason for something. I don't like my bedroom because it's very small. We use so before the result of something. For example, I don't cook, so I don't need an oven. Circle the correct words. 1. My bed is big, but it's not comfortable. The words before and after the linking words and but must be the same kind of words, the same part of speech. Here, the word before but is big, it's an adjective, and the word after it is comfortable, which is also an adjective. To use but, the second phrase has to be different from the first one, and to be surprising after the first one. Here, this sentence, I find the bed, to my surprise, uncomfortable, even though it's big. It's different from what I expected. 2. This wardrobe is horrible, so I want a new one. This wardrobe is horrible. As a result, therefore, I want a new one. The result here is buying a new wardrobe came after the linking word so. 3. The stairs are old and dangerous. I use the linking word and here to add another adjective to the stairs, which is similar in a certain way. 4. I don't like this because the bedrooms are very small. The reason why I don't like this flat is the fact that it has very small bedrooms. Read the advert and complete it with and, because, but, and so. House for sale. This fantastic house is in a beautiful village. It is great for large families because it has got 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, and a large sitting room. Why is this house fantastic? Why is it great for large families? Because it has got 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. 3 bathrooms and a large sitting room. And I use the Lincoln word and here because I'm adding new items, new other things that are similar in a certain or related in a certain way. It has also got a very big kitchen, this house, with a great view of the fantastic garden. The house is modern, but all the furniture is old. Here I use the Lincoln word but because I have 2 different adjectives. What are they? Old and modern. They are opposites. There are 2 schools in the same street, so children can walk to school in 2 minutes. Here, as a result of having 2 schools in the same street, children can walk to school in 2 minutes. Come and see this great home soon. Call this number today. Thank you. Bye.